How you doing, everybody? Well, I just left Miami from going to pick up my beautiful 1982 Pontiac Trans Am for my KITT project. And does the term putting lipstick on a pig mean anything to you? Let me tell you. This car was said to have 79,000 miles on it. My friend ran the VIN number through the Florida DMV, and we found out that the car had 79,000 miles on it back in 1998. The car mileage has spun over. That thing probably has 171,000 miles on it, if not more. Now, the pictures of the car that I shared on Facebook show a beautiful black Trans Am. Well, when I got there, it looked like a Earl Scheib paint job. Bondo was coming through the paint. The doors were dropping down 2 inches when you opened the door. The door handles felt like they were ready to fall off in your hand. You couldn't even open up the gas cap. You had to lift up the gas cap and bend it past the lock to get it to open up the gas cap. The hood, you couldn't even open the hood without pulling it forward. I mean, I couldn't believe how bad this car was. Then I took it for a drive through the Publix parking lot, and you had to move the steering wheel 4 or 5 inches each way to get it to do anything. The brakes went to the floor. The car was all over the place, and it was bouncing up and down. Probably had a bad tire for the bouncing up and down. The only thing good in this car was the engine and transmission. I think the transmission. I didn't get it out of second gear. The engine was solid, but that was it. And I had talked the guy down from 3,700 to 3,200, not seeing the car. So when I got there, before I even checked the car, I showed the guy the title proof that the mileage wasn't right. I showed him the Florida DMV paperwork that my friend emailed me. He agreed that the mileage wasn't right. Then I proceeded to go over the car and pick it apart. In the ad, and the car is still on Facebook, just type in 82 Trans Am in Marketplace in Miami and it'll pop up. It says all you have to do is put door panels and seats. It had 1 seat in the car, which wasn't even bolted to the floor. All it needs is seats and door panels, and you have a perfectly driving car. A perfectly driving car. Not. I mean, the wires were spaghetti hanging under the dashboard. So, I mean, I drove 20 miles out of my way. So it's 40 miles out of my way. Thank God I had to drop that car off, also in Miami. So if I had driven to Miami for this car, I might have went to jail tonight. I would have been pissed. So I offered the guy $1,500 for the car. That's all it was worth. He wouldn't take it. He would not take it. We went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He said the lowest he would go was $2,800 from $3,200. Said, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. So we shook hands. I got in the truck. I'm pulling out of the parking lot. Now, from the time I left the car to the edge of the parking lot, I'm stewing. And I'm like, this guy has the gall, after I proved to him everything that was wrong with the car, he still wouldn't take $1,500 for the car, because that's all it was worth. So I'm stewing a little bit. I'm pulling out of the Publix parking lot, and he calls me. I don't pick up the phone. When I had to pull out of the parking lot for him to see the light, that was too late for me. That was too late. He blows up my phone. He's texting me. I'll take the 15, come back. I'll take the 15, come back. Block. Why? Because on Sunday, I went just 20 miles from my house, and I checked out a beautiful 1984 yellow T-top Trans Am, a Formula, one of 305 made. Very nice guy, very honest. He told me he welded new floors into the car. It's a T-top car, remember? I was a little skeptical. I was banging on the back floors and it felt solid and everything. It was still in the back of my mind, you know, what kind of job did he do, this and that? Or is there any hidden rust, whatever. But you know what? I made a deal. I made a deal with the guy. Okay? I'm going to buy your yellow Firebird for he wanted $3,000 and I offered him $2,500. And he accepted the offer. I went home. I'm going to get the money together, this and that. In between that time and getting home and getting the money together, I found the black one that looked absolutely gorgeous. Because I'm building a KITT replica and the black Trans Am, and it blinded me. It blinded me. So there's a moral to this story. When I changed my mind not to get the yellow Trans Am, I didn't ghost the guy with the yellow Trans Am. I didn't ghost him. I called him up like a man and told him, please forgive me. I found a better car. It's black. It's gorgeous. It's better to paint a black car black than paint a yellow car black. And the guy was a complete gentleman, and he understood, and he wished me luck. Can you imagine if I had ghosted him and treated him with disrespect by blocking him and not responding to him? Okay? Can you imagine me now crawling back on my hands and knees to him, hoping that he would sell me the car now? People, do things the right way. Communicate with people on Marketplace or eBay or whatever you're buying a car from, or whatever you're buying something from. Don't ghost anybody. If you change your mind, just tell them, hey, I found something better, thank you anyway. Or you found the same thing cheaper. Just tell somebody, sorry, I found something better, found something cheaper. Don't ghost people. Don't disrespect people. I'm selling my motorcycle on Marketplace right now. Do you know how many jerk-offs are jerking me around saying, I'm coming to look at the bike, I love your bike, I don't even have to check it out, I'm coming with cash, and then they ghost you and they disrespect you. Terrible. So I didn't want to be one of them people. So I called the guy up with the yellow Firebird and said, found something better. Now, I called that guy up tonight, and the guy felt bad that, he thinks I drove all the way to Miami. just for the car. He doesn't know I dropped something off. But anyway, he felt bad for me. And he said, well, if you come get the car tonight, I'll give it to you for $2,000. So not only am I getting the car $500 cheaper, I think I made a friend, because me and this guy get along. We're talking on the phone like friends. And the car is 20 miles from my house. So I'm going now to go pick up this car. And I will do a video on it. And I'm coming home with a Trans Am tonight. But it's not the piece of garbage in Miami. It's a Formula, a 1984 Formula Firebird, yellow with T-tops. And no rusted floors. Now talking to this guy now, I trust him more and I believe him. He welded in floors in this car, and I believe him. All right, people. I will contact you later. I'll make a video later. And I'm coming home in the Trans Am tonight through hell or high water. Later.